High above Sri Lanka's warm, sun-drenched beaches, another world floats in silence. This world is cool. It is wrapped in a soft, moving mist. This is a secret kingdom of cloud forests, gentle green peaks that few ever speak of. The air up here tastes clean and thin. The light that filters through the canopy is a pale, ethereal blue. This is where the great rivers of the island are born, starting as mere trickles on mossy ground. Birds call from unseen branches, their songs muffled by the thick fog. This is the island's quiet heart, a place that feels ancient, sacred, almost entirely untouched by the hurried pace of the world below. Here, time itself seems to slow down, measured not in hours, but in the slow drift of clouds across a valley. The familiar humid heat of the coast is a distant memory, replaced by a refreshing coolness that clings to your skin. The landscape is a dreamscape, painted in shades of green and gray. Trees are not just wood and leaf. They are living sculptures draped in moss hung with ferns. The world feels hushed, as if it is holding its breath, waiting for a secret to be told. This is not the Sri Lanka of postcards and travel guides. High above Sri Lanka's tropical beaches lie another world, cloud forests, misty peaks, and ancient trails hidden inside an island kingdom. This is a different island, one that reveals itself slowly, quietly, to those who are willing to climb to listen. The journey upward is a transformation. As the roads begin to wind and climb, the air changes. It grows crisper, carrying the scent of wet earth and unknown blossoms. Palm trees give way to taller, sturdier trees, with darker leaves. The vibrant greens of the lowlands deepen into 100 shades of emerald jade olive. Everything is damp to the touch. Water drips constantly, not from rain, but from the very leaves of the forest, a phenomenon known as cloud stripping. This constant moisture is the lifeblood of the highlands, creating a unique and fragile ecosystem found in few other places on Earth. It is a world born of water elevation. This is the Central Highlands, a rugged spine of mountains that rises dramatically from the island's heart. These peaks are cloud catchers, their high ridges snagging the monsoon winds and combing moisture from the air. The result is a landscape perpetually veiled in mist, a place where the boundary between earth and sky is beautifully blurred. It feels like stepping into a forgotten story, a land of myth and legend where the spirits of the mountain still wander. The silence is profound, broken only by the drip of water, the rustle of a leaf, the distant haunting cry of a bird hidden within the white curtain of the fog. A cloud forest is one of nature's rarest and most magical creations. It is not simply a forest on a high mountain. It is a forest that lives inside a cloud. These ecosystems exist only in a narrow band of altitude, a special zone where the temperature and humidity are just right for clouds to form at ground level. Here the mist is a permanent resident, weaving through the trees, clinging to every leaf and branch. This constant saturation creates a world that is perpetually dripping, where everything is slick with a fine layer of water. The air is cool and heavy with moisture, making each breath feel fresh and vital. The trees in a cloud forest look ancient and wise. Their trunks are often gnarled and twisted, covered in a thick green velvet of mosses, lichens, liverworts. These growths are not parasites, they are epiphytes, drawing their sustenance directly from the humid air. Orchids sprout from the crooks of branches. Ferns hang like green lace, their fronds unfurling in the dim light. The forest floor is a deep, springy carpet, rich with the smell of damp soil and the cycle of life and death. The mist acts as a natural diffuser, making the greens appear richer and more vibrant. When the sun does break through, dramatic shafts of light pierce the canopy. From a high vantage point, clouds spill over cliffs like slow-motion waterfalls. Dark green forests stand like islands in a vast, white ocean. Below, tea gardens etch geometric patterns on rolling hills. This constant moisture supports an incredible diversity of life, much of it found nowhere else on the planet. Many species are adapted to this cool, wet, high-altitude world. They are endemics, unique to this small corner of the world. The cloud forest is a living museum of evolution, a sanctuary for creatures that would perish in the warmer, drier climates below. It is a fragile world, delicately balanced. A small change in temperature or rainfall could lift the clouds, threatening this extraordinary habitat. Horton Plains National Park is perhaps the most famous of Sri Lanka's highland secrets. It is not a mountain peak, but a vast, high-altitude plateau, a tableland set more than 2,000 meters above the sea. The landscape here shifts to rolling wet grasslands, patanas, samoy nuts and zikanansos, and small, isolated patches of cloud forest. Walking the trails feels like traversing the roof of the world. The air is thin and often cold, the wind sweeping unimpeded across the plains, bending the tall grasses in waves. A fine mist can roll in without warning, shrinking the world to a few feet. Then, as quickly, it parts to reveal a breathtaking panorama of mountains and valleys. Crystal clear streams, tinted brown by peat-rich soil, ribbon the pale green land. The most iconic feature is World's End, a sheer precipice that drops nearly 1,000 meters. On a clear morning, the view stretches to the distant southern coast. By mid-morning, a wall of cloud can erase it to a blank white void, a reminder of the highland's ephemeral nature. This sanctuary shelters wildlife. Herds of sambar deer move like gentle ghosts. Birdwatchers seek endemics like the Sri Lanka whistling thrush and the dull blue flycatcher. Their calls echo strangely in the thin air. Horton Plains is a place of quiet observation, a delicate ecosystem preserved in the clouds. To the north of the central highlands lies a more rugged and less visited massif. The Knuckles. From certain vantage points it looks like a clenched fist. Folded peaks and ridges form sharp knuckles. UNESCO recognized it is a mosaic of habitats. Sharp peaks, deep valleys, hidden plateaus, cascading waterfalls, dense cloud, forest on upper slopes, and drier valleys below. Exploration here is slow discovery. Ancient paths winding through dense forests and across exposed ridges. A chorus of insects and birds, strange plants on mossy rocks, colorful fungi, an empty trail and a lone hiker. Isolation. Traditional village life endures among terraced rice paddies and spice gardens. Hard-won views reward the trek. Weather changes in an instant. A clear vista erased by a wave of mist. Nestled in a dramatic gap between two mountains, the small town of Ella is a gateway to the highland's softer, more romantic side. Its fame is linked to the iconic mountain railway, a colonial-era feat through the heart of tea country. Old carriages cling to mountainsides, cross arched bridges, disappear into dripping tunnels, and emerge to breathtaking beauty. The scenery unfolds like a painted scroll, a hypnotic dream in mist and green. Watching the train float across the 9-arch bridge over a mist-filled valley is pure magic. If you love mystical landscapes wrapped in clouds and ancient trails, subscribe, like and join Global Explorer every Monday and Friday. Shop for new videos.